Okay, hey guys, we're gonna do a stream today. I'm gonna do what I want. It doesn't matter if you're enjoying watching it or not. We're gonna play some video game. Let's see if we can find some good tunes here. 'Cause that's gonna be pretty important for us. No, we want something way more hype than this. What's going on with my internet here? Dum ba dum ba. Welcome. Today I am feeling a little crazy and insane and wacky and just like really whacked out. So we're gonna just do some stuff that I want to do. Whatever. Yeah, man. Cool. Yeah, I am playing with a controller here, and this is Quinn versus West Coast USA. We're using the SpeedHero Miramar, which is a heavily modded version of the Miramar. I don't have it available for download, but maybe sometime in the future I will. Yeah, that's the thing. We got some chill tunes in the background. You can tell me if the levels are good here. A couple things about our car. It's got a little extra steering lock than usual. Not a lot. Big thing, it's got a little extra steering lock. It's got some parallel steer as well. You'll see the steering angles are equal on either side. We're still using steering box. You'll see the linkages in there. We're still using leaf springs, and I've modded the motor so that we got a little bit more torque low down, like lower end torque, a little bit more RPM, although we haven't increased horsepower up top that much. Um, and so that we can get the wheels spinning and keep them spinning for a long RPM range. I don't have to shift gears a lot. Yeah, that's it really. It's just, and I've fiddled around a lot with I should say, the spring rates as well. It's pretty stiff in the nose and a little bit softer in the bum. Um, yeah, let's do a video game here. I'm gonna get rid of this AI control because it's bugging me. But yeah, I just feel like doing whatever the hell I want, so we'll do that. Cool. Quinn versus West Coast USA. You ready to rock? Because I am sort of ready to rock. Sorta. Let's do this. Wow, my frame rate's cut in half when I'm streaming. We'll see how well this goes. Looks so much less hectic with lower frame rate. It's a very rally-inspired sort of build. I really like that, like, the origins of drifting are really, like, rooted in, like, RAC rally. Obviously, Group B influence. And so I feel there's a lot of that missing in modern day drifting. That's essentially where streeting came from, was just, they weren't actually trying to street, that was just, they were trying to mimic how the rally cars did it, which was on the public roads. So I feel like a lot of street style misses that. The super low cars they don't get it. Those dope ass highway mangies. Keep it off the curb there. Hell yeah. Big shout out to the BeamNG team for really improving the sounds of the game. The idea of just gliding through the dirt there and having all that stuff hit the inner arches and the floorboards. Yeah, buddy. It's Quinn versus West Coast USA. That was pretty sloppy. Almost ate shit on that one. Woo. Ah. Haven't I? Okay. Some cheater sports there. But we'll fix it up. There we go. Squirt! Look at that. Quinn versus USA West Coast. SpeedHero Miramar. Let's try another level. Let's have some fun. Woo! Forgot how good this car was with a controller. It's awful with a steering wheel. Great with a controller. What else we got? Tail of the Dragon is always good. That's our default there. We'll come back to that. ETK, got East Coast. Hirochi. We'll jump into the Green Coast circuit. An unrealistic circuit based on an unrealistic coast. The camber and elevation changes in this track are unusable beyond that of a rally car. random PC lag, no. A healthy first lap. Look at that, wonderful. Bet you didn't think I was going to make that corner. Bet you I didn't think I was going to make that corner. And I resorted back to the #1 rule of drifting. You can't move forwards if you're not on the gas. Okay, that's Green Coast. Again, this is the SpeedHero Miramar. Cool, let's grab another track here. We do have Tail of the Dragon. We always got Tail of the Dragon. We always have Tail of the Dragon. Come out glorious. Got our industrial site. You know what? It's probably Tail of the Dragon time. Start off at the default spot and work our way through. Ooh, rude. It's a big map. Takes a second to load everything. It's been a while since I've driven this one, so we'll see how well I do. High lead time is your best friend. bad. Just quiet, just quiet. Welcome to the stream. Got a flat tire right now. It's Quinn versus BeamNG in the SpeedHero Miramar. Out in the grass there. Be able to answer your question in just a second. We're most of the way through the track. Like we're really close to the end. Got a flat tire bouncing the tire just off like a tree branch or something silly. Coming through. We've been working through it most of the run. Does affect my grip and pulls the car to the right quite often. So my transitions and things like that are a little bit inconsistent. It actually surprisingly adds a lot of braking when grip when braking, which I'm a little bit weirded out by. There we go. We finished the map here. I'm actually winning. Yeah, to answer your question, this is like the third or fourth track that we've been at. We started this stream going through West Coast USA, and we had a really good run sort of through West Coast USA. Where we linked most of the whole track, like the entire map, because it's got a bunch of different smaller tracks sort of in. We put together all as one big run, and we've done a couple other tracks, and yeah, Tail of the Dragon here, or Deal's Gap, whichever you call it, was our next stop. And our car, our SpeedHero Miramar, has come out mostly unscathed. And most of the time we're sideways through this. Oh, backwards camera controls. So yeah, this is a SpeedHero Miramar. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We're just having some fun tonight, just playing some video games. We normally just play video games. Yeah, video games. If you want to chat cars, we can chat cars. That's kind of the purpose here, is we play car games, because I'm a car guy. Nerd garbage. And mostly racing games or car culture related games. So yes, thank you for watching. Cool, let's jump into another track here. We've been having some good success, especially so far. Essentially, we've done 40 minutes of pure shredding, which has been pretty good. Let's see if we can find something that maybe is going to cause me some failures. Hirochi Raceway was the next on my list, actually, so we'll hit the starting line. This is sort of my benchmark track. This is where I test a lot of cars out. Anytime I get a request to give a car a test, Hirochi Raceway is kind of where I go. This is another unrealistic raceway. There's some issues and problems with the way the track is laid out for safety concerns that like a real track might not be laid out that way. But it's good either way. Stuntman Ignition, PS3. I haven't. The PS2 version sucks. I got a PS2 emulator on here, but I haven't figured out PS3 or Xbox emulation yet. Oh, bad transition. Let's push the wall here. Why do I always go shallow here every time? The best entry in the whole game. Oh, I was really early on it. And then the least realistic corner. Doing ambulance next round. Well, we're kind of just doing this the SpeedHero Miramar. If you're not familiar with SpeedHero, you can check out speedhero.ca. But this is a personally modded version of this Miramar car to be more to my liking. And so we've done a couple things. We've extended the RPM range a bit, added a bit more low-end torque, not up like high-end power, but a little bit more low-end torque. There's a bit more steering lock, so we can operate the car at a crazier angle. It's still leaf spring, it's still steering box, but I've changed some of the spring rates and the speed at which the shocks like compress and decompress to give the car a bit more stability for sliding and a bit more responsiveness for my controller use. We've also adjusted the sway bars to allow the car to roll in certain ways and to discourage it from rolling in other ways. Additionally, these have SpeedHero specific tires on it. What that means is one of the creators of BeamNG actually sent me these tires. They like what I do with the game. And so they sent me tires that I can build and tune to what I feel is a real tire. It's got some sliders, and I'm the only guy in the world with them. Some zero counter steer slides there. Using the momentum of the car to do the drifting for us. Hi, welcome. Is there girls with them? I'm not sure with them and who they might be. There is a grill on the car. I often misspell girls as grill. There are no tire girls, no. Sadly, I don't look good in a bikini with an umbrella. I mean that's my personal observation. You may feel differently, but generally that image comes with a warning. that if you don't like it, then you'll be upset. And if you do like it, you'll really be upset. That's a general warning. Yeah, so these tires are SpeedHero specific tires, yeah. And they were just so that I could give feedback to the developers to tell them what I like about their tires and what I don't, and how I would make quick adjustments and changes to them. A couple things that aren't part of the tires yet in the game is heat sensitivity, but that is something that's coming in the future. And I haven't had much input on that, but just a little bit. These particular tires that we're running on the car today don't have any sensitivity to heat, but tires in the future in BeamNG will. And you'll find that tires will have heat cycles and yeah, all the real things that real tires have. If you're not familiar with real tires and how heat affects them, if you think about the eraser on the tip of your pencil, you'll find that when it's really cold or when it's really old, like you ever find an old pencil, they are hard and almost useless. The same is true with tires. Maybe not quite as sensitive as a pencil eraser, but the rubber is still rubber. But the more you warm up your pencil eraser, the softer it gets. And the same is true with tires. Now, there's a point where rubbing that eraser across the paper will, at a certain temperature, work really well. You know, usually most erasers are designed to work well at room temperature, so that's probably good. But if you were to maybe heat that up a bit more, maybe it actually leave a bunch of rubber on your paper, and that doesn't erase the pencil or the graphite you're trying to remove, so it doesn't work. That doesn't help. And you get it too hot, it's just going to like fully melt to a liquid state. So it's about matching the temperature to the usage of what you need it to do. And so the same is true with real car tires. If I was driving maybe a big transport truck in Australia, I want my tires to be really hard because the area is really hot. And so they're going to soften up with the heat, and when they soften up, they're going to wear out quicker, so I want them to be more resistant to that heat. Where if I'm running maybe, let's say, a track car in Sweden, maybe I want a really gummy tire because it's very cold out, and I really need that tire to grip to the ground. And so, yeah, that's a little bit of rubber knowledge. I am Canadian. I am from the Canadas. Where are you from? And how'd you find me today? Hey, I'm in the grass now. Oh, you're from Australia. Cool. I used to live down in Brisbane. Actually, Woodridge area of Brisbane, near Logan. Literally on the street called Compton. It was pretty ghetto. It lived up to its name. Now, a couple other things you can note about tires. SA. Chat banned. Super Noodle. Good job. What kind of terrible things were you doing to get banned? So yeah, a couple things about tires is that depending on how they're designed, they grip laterally different than they do longitudinally. What that means is it's sort of a big cylinder, And depending on which way you're dragging that cylinder along the ground, a tire will have more or less traction. VTEC? This car doesn't have VTEC, it has carburetors. If you're not familiar with VTEC, if you are, stop me from explaining, but if you're not, we can chat about VTEC. We can tell you all about it and how it functions and works. Oh, but a little bit of a wall tap there. So, in your engine, you have a camshaft. Basically, this camshaft opens up your intake and exhaust valves. The further it pushes that intake and exhaust valve open, the more air that moves in and out of the cylinders, the more efficient the motor is. But maybe that causes you very poor fuel economy or very high emissions, so that's not desirable. Ideally, your goal is to open the valve up as much as you can without sacrificing fuel economy or emissions. And so you will set your cam profile, how much it opens the intake and exhaust valves, to feature that balance. However, let's say you want a car that does two things. You can drive to work, save a lot of fuel, and be very efficient, but maybe on the weekend you want to have some fun with your automobile. Well, that would require two different cam profiles, one that is good for everyday driving and another one that's good for racing. So on Honda, and many VTEC equipped Hondas, they will have a way of switching between two different cam profiles. And that's why you hear or notice the quite sudden change in power, is that the one cam profile is switched out for the other, and you are suddenly in what they call VTEC. It uses oil pressures. To switch a rocker over, the cam has an extra profile ground onto it that is normally not used. The rocker will normally engage with the regular cam profile, and once the car is driven hard enough, the oil pressure rises, and that oil pressure is used to move the rocker over to the more sporty cam profile. If we want to get really technical about it. Nerd stuff. Like I said, I like cars. If you guys have any other questions about cars, you're in the right stream. I am a professional racing instructor. I'm a professional driving instructor, and I run my own drifting course as well. So we can answer any automotive-related questions you got. That's kind of what this is all about. Is it possible to add VTEC to another engine? It is. It's very much possible. Is it logical to do so? It's not logical to do so. It's possible to do it, but maybe not the best choice. There's other ways in which you can gain power from motors, but that VTEC is just one of them. It's quite a complicated system, and often needs to be implemented in the initial design of the motor. But it could be added to a motor. It would just be a lot of work. It might not be a big enough benefit. Adding something like a supercharger or a turbocharger, increasing the compression of the motor, or even just opening up to larger diameter valves or larger diameter intake or larger diameter exhaust will allow you to have a similar performance increase. You just wouldn't have that feeling of having two different cam profiles. What bike do I have? Now are we talking about like motorcycle? Are we talking about bicycle? Which kind of bike are we talking about? I have a BMX type bike. I ride a very weird type of BMX called flatland BMX, which is kind of like ballet on a bike. It's a little bit special. Some people like it, some people don't. I'll always do it because I have fun doing it. Oh, you guys are chatting to each other into the chat. Cool. BMX racing is really neat. I have a feeling I would have a lot of trouble with the starting gate in BMX racing. Well, video games are a good way to sort of learn about driving in cars. I really like BeamNG. The physics are probably the best physics of any game. But if you don't understand how cars quite work, it can be very frustrating if you're trying to deal with such accurate physics. So sometimes other games that are a bit more arcadey, like Need for Speed or anything like that, or even Assetto Corsa is pretty arcadey. They say it's a simulator, but it's not very simulation. Yeah, some of those games make it a little bit easier to get into like car racing because they're not as hard. How old am I? I'm way too old. I'm in my middle 30s. Yeah, very old. I have never raced BMX, but I've ridden against my friends and stuff. Yeah, nothing like you guys have done, where you got on a racetrack or anything like that. That stuff's really cool. I've raced cars, just haven't raced BMX. Okay, thanks for watching. Ah, I was looking at the chat. I crashed my car. Neat. Oh no, my front suspension's bent. That's no good. We'll have to call a tow truck. Cool. Like bicycle speedway? Cool. That's very cool. The secret to racing, any type of racing, whatever type of racing you do, is you really want to look where you want to go. There's no other better secret to any type of racing. If you look at something you don't want to go to, you'll hit it. And so the secret is to focus on where you want to go. You use your eyes effectively. That's a hard thing to learn. Nice 13-inch tires. Welcome. Um, Great question. I actually don't know. There's a lot of different. Uh, I'm frustrated because when I was in Japan, there was so many tires that were available for so cheap. Like they would be like $25, and they just have like tons of really cool 13-inch tires. I don't have a solution for you when it comes to 13-inch tires because you have those, I think Enki Apaches or something like that. I can't remember which tire or rim you've got. Um, if you are on the hunt for some tires, then at least look at some Lao Fan. They're a Chinese tire, but I've been running them on the drift car, and I have had I've had a set on the back of the drift car for about 16 to 20 hours of drifting, and I still haven't corded them yet. I've never found a tire that is Lao Fan. Yeah, Laufen, I think. Lao Fen tires. Let's take a look here. Yeah. Oh, I guess two ends. Yeah, these guys, I'm a big fan of this. They were really affordable. They were like 40 or 50 bucks a tire. They're really cheap. Um, but man, oh man, oh man, were they? Oh, stop giving me your lifestyle website. Tire Rack. There we go. Awesome. If you want to check out these tires, they do carry them over at Platform Garage, which is just over by Uptown, 55-8 Crease Avenue. You'll find them over there. They are who got me the Laufens, and I really like them. Um, yeah, I don't know if they have 13s. I have 14s. They might have 13s. I can't guarantee it. Cool. So we're going to take our car over to the pits here, get it fixed up. We have a little bit of damage to our automobile. Awesome. I forgot how to do the lights in this thing. Nah. Got our four-way hazards on at least. Cool. You went to the World Championships? That's amazing, dude. Make sure that you work hard to keep it up. It's easy when you're younger to like feel like you will never get worse. And so make sure that you thank the people that help you too. Work hard at getting better every time. You're never as good as you could be. If it means eating a little bit healthier, if it means working a little bit more at it every day, that'll keep you in the winner's circle. Cool. That's good. I'm glad you do have a lot of a lot of motivation. Nice job. Cool. Looks like our music died on us. Oh no. There we go. Ah, my truck's gonna hit the wall. There we go. We're taking our car back to the pits here. Hopefully get it repaired and fixed up. We're driving the SpeedHero Miramar. this guy in park. Put that parking brake on. All right, we'll get our car off the back of here. Okay, so that's very broken. We'll do a bit of a repair here. There we go. New is good as new. Let's take a look at this profile here. Bum, bum, ba-da, 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 ba. I can see a bit of your head there. Might have to adjust that photo in the future. Cool. Well, very cool. Awesome. We'll get back to a bit of racing here. Speed in the pits, which is rude. Don't do this in real life. Welcome back. Yeah, I took a look at your profile, saw that pic. Looking good, dude. We crashed our car earlier, so we fixed it up. Yeah, we're gonna go wide here. We'll just use the throttle to push us away from wide there. Whew! I wasn't paying attention. Oh no! Always look where you want to go. That's the secret. If you stare at anything you don't want to, like if you stare at anything you don't want to hit, you're gonna hit it. So look to where you want to go. Use your eyes to steer the car. When do I stream? Great question. Whenever I feel like it. My job is very random every day, and so I really just stream whenever. So sometimes you catch me on here, sometimes you won't. Sometimes you catch my stream, sometimes you won't. It's just random. I got lots of other stuff to do before I get a chance to stream, sadly. So I just stream when I can. Tonight I was feeling angry at the world, and I felt I needed to let out some anger, so I went out on my computer, and I just used my video games to take out my feelings. Secrets. Oh, that's too fast. We'll use the throttle to push us away from the curb there. There we go. Oh, again, wasn't looking where I wanted to go. I didn't follow my own advice. Look where you want to go. But I got some chill tunes to listen to. Hopefully they're loud enough you can hear them. Okay, we might have to switch to a new track soon. Jet Set Radio is great. I've got just kind of a chill hip hop, chill man going on in the back. I just was hoping that you can hear it as loud as I can, so that it feels a bit less tire screechy and a little bit more relaxed and flowy. Also, while Eric is here, he can tell me what ticket he was paying off ICBC the other day and how much it cost him for his stunting. Oh, we broke our windshield on that one. Oh, it was a ticket. Okay, okay. He wants to make sure I know it wasn't about the Corolla. Okay. Oh, we're wide, we're wide, we're wide. We can make this work. Ah, so you borrowed Dad's truck, did a big peeler out of 7-Eleven. You're like, yo, guy, let's send it. And then the other guy's like, we have some darts. And then they, yeah. We can bring the music up a bit. No peeler. We cut a cop off. There we go. We got a little bit of higher music there. So what was the ticket, though? That's the important question. 65. Oh, 65 and 50. Okay. So it was a speeding ticket. You should be able to hear the music now. It's just a little bit quiet for a second. There's a bit of piano. Oh, my poor car. That's fair. I mean, you're the one speeding. You deserve the ticket. Driving instructor. Hi. Oh, you were doing faster than 65. He was just a nice guy. Oh, it was one of those like, he's like, I know you were going faster than 50, but I can't really tell anybody like exactly how much. So yeah, that's his basic judgment call then, is he's going to give you the minimum ticket. He knows you were speeding, but he can't prove how much. So that way, if you do go fight it in court, he can be like, you know what? I got a good judgment if somebody's speeding. I just can't say exactly how much. He's already at his minimum negotiation. He doesn't have to do much work. Win-win for everybody. You know what? It was cheaper. It was cheaper for you to endanger the lives of others by speeding than it was for me to have a tinted license plate cover, which was a $230 ticket I'm fighting right now. My first and only ticket I've ever got in my entire life, and it's a stupid license plate cover ticket. I was so mad. So mad. I was doing like 45 in a 50 zone with tons and tons of traffic around, and the cop like slowly weaves through all the lanes up to my little Corolla and is like, "Wow, what are you up to?" He was so out. He was at that moment. He was hunting for so much. He was like, how do I word this? He was so focused on making the company money that day that he had pre-filled the ticket out for speeding and had to scratch out the speeding offense and then put right in the license plate cover offense, which actually screwed up my insurance because they wouldn't let me renew because they thought I got like 2 things on one ticket. And I was like, no, man. He was out for blood. And the worst part is, I was like, hey, yeah, so I'm a driving instructor. And I just saw his like face like drop. And I was like, he still came and gave me a ticket. I was like, ah! I was frustrated by it. It's $230 for an obstructed license plate ticket. And the worst part is, he had a bike rack on the back of his cruiser that came out of the trailer hitch and blocked his license plate. Oh, hi, Jake. Hi, Jake. This is about as loud as I can be. I got roommates. I have no idea how it's worth more than a speeding ticket, but that's the thing. I think he saw my big, huge, shiny SpeedHero sticker on the back of my car and was like, this guy is a total douche. I'm going to get him. Which I am, but like a nice one about it, I guess. A nice and legal douche. Ooh, this corner is good. We got a good one going on. Oh, no, I waited too tight. No! He seemed nice enough. I think he was literally like, I got to pay the bills today, so who's going to pay the bills for us? Because they don't have a quota, but they got like monthly bills they got to pay, and it's easy for them to go out and collect free money. So like, this person's doing something wrong, free money. This person's doing something wrong, free money. And so yeah, that's usually where tickets come from. Is most of the cops are nice dudes. They just want to make sure that they keep their job, they eat their food, and that they end up helping the community out in the same time. Well, you're entered too early. Yeah, I live right beside the police station, and you know how many of them actually like speed on their own, like they'll come flying down in the road in their or my street here in their personal cars doing like 70 or 80 in the 50 zone in front of my house, but they're off duty right now, so who cares, right? Like. Hey, welcome to the stream. I can't read that blue. Billy Bob 2005, 329. So there has been 329 other Billy Bob 2005s. Hi, welcome. We're just playing. It's Quinn versus BeamNG tonight. We're driving the SpeedHero built Miramar with the official and very secret BeamNG SpeedHero spec tires. These are actually to my specification and given to me by the development team at BeamNG. I'm the only guy who got these tires. The car is customized by me. The tires are customized by BeamNG. I love that. Hey, I'll see you later. Thanks for the yeah, I had a good time driving. Cool. And stop speeding, Eric. Bye. But I. No, okay, no, keep the nose off the wall. Oh, we busted again, didn't we? Okay, we'll have to get the tow truck out. We'll pull off to the side here. Keep out of the way of the other racers. Alright, we'll get the tow truck. Throw this guy into park. Alright, here's our tow truck from earlier. I have a truck. This is our lovely little truck. We got our four-ways on. Can't remember how to put the flashing lights on, so I haven't. But we'll bring the car back to the pits. We'll do some repairs. And then we'll go back out for some more driving. If you hear some whirring or some buzzing in the background, that's my 3D printer. It's just printing up some RC car wheels right now. Cool. It's okay, you do what feels good for you. If you need to go to cadets, do that. Oh no. Let's see if we can do this. It's always tough. I've done this the wrong way. Oh god. It stuck a tire in it. There we go. No! No! Okay, we gotta zoom out here a bit. You do what feels good, sir. If it is Jake, you do what feels good, Jake. Good day, GTTRDS. Welcome to the stream. We're having some technical issues here. Okay. Well, the two are welded solid together here, so. Oh, well, thank you for watching, Cody. We're just playing some BeamNG. It's Quinn versus BeamNG tonight. We're going around to a bunch of the different tracks and just taking the SpeedHero Miramar onto the tracks and having some fun there. Currently, my front suspension is damaged, so we're heading back to the pits here to fix up our car. High-speed chases are interesting. Tell me more. Whereabouts do you live that you have high-speed chases happening in your area so often. But also, welcome back to GTT RDS. Is there like a nickname? You will go just by GTT, don't you? Can you see our? If you look closely, you can see our shattered windshield on our car here. A little bit busted from doing some very aggressive sports runs. My name? Well, you'll see my channel's name is SpeedHero because I run the SpeedHero website and blog, and my name is Quinn. Yeah, we're having a really good time. Earlier in the stream, we've been through a bunch of different tracks. We've done, well, we started out with Quinn versus West Coast USA, and we had a really good time driving all the way through that. It is 9 p.m. right now here on the west coast of Canada. And then, yeah, then we jumped into, there was at some point, come on, brain, Tail of the Dragon, or which is called Deal's Gap. We also did a couple other tracks like the East Green Coast track. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Okay. Our two vehicles are stuck together. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh no. Okay, let go. There we go. That's not ideal. That's really not how you to separate your car. There we go. Oof. Well, yeah, we'll give that a bit of a Control R here. We'll reset our car here. There we go. Fresh as new. The SpeedHero Miramar. Returned to the pits and repaired. You'll see our tow truck here having a little bit of damage going on to it, but not too worse for wear. Tuck it in here. There we go. We'll throw in park. Throw a parking brake on. Give it a reset here. You do what feels good. Got a side road with a dead end, and the other end leads. And in Kentucky, ooh, I could see there being lots of car chases there. That makes sense. Okay, we'll do a couple more. Oh, I already fudged it. Oh, okay. It's probably time for a new track for us. Also, we're going to skip this song. This is awful. That was awful. Cool. Let's see what other wonderful tracks we have. Industrial Site, Mount Glorious, Pikes Peak. We have Small Island, USA. Utah. Utah's my jam. Let's do it. Let's start in this tourist area. This track is going to be a bit hectic. Just to warn you, there's a couple entries here where there's just not enough room for the nose and the tail of the car to get through. And so we have to be really careful with this. But, yeah, we'll give it a try. Might have to reset a couple times. Yeah, and Kentucky and that part of the U.S. is the origins of NASCAR. If you don't know the history of NASCAR, I am not a NASCAR guy. I don't really like where it is at this point, but the origins and the history of it is really cool. So it used to be that during Prohibition, they would build cars that were really fast, but they had to look unmodified. They had to look stock. And what ended up happening is these rum runners would have gatherings to see who had built the fastest stock-looking car. And they would often do these on horse tracks, which were oval in shape to make it easy to build a long looping track for the horses to run around. And so they would drive their stock cars around horse tracks or ovals. And that's sort of where NASCAR came from. Sadly, it evolved to staying on ovals, which is sad, and not being stock anymore, which is also sad. So, yeah, those are things. But, yeah, the origins are cool. So, yeah, Kentucky, areas like that, southern USA, South Carolina, North Carolina too. All that area is sort of where the origins of NASCAR really took flight. We are going to add a few other vehicles to this just for future use for us. So I think we're going to need probably an ambulance at some point. And we'll also add in, maybe we can find a better way to tow things. We've got a trailer here. Will it fit? I think it'll fit a car in it. Yeah, it should fit a car in it. And we should be able to open and close the gate in there. Awesome. We also need to add a pickup truck to tow our trailer here. I feel a D35 Chief Rancher is going to be the vehicle for us here. Okay. So we're going to unlock our hubs because we really only need this to be two-wheel drive for right now. Going to back that trailer up. Okay, so apparently, what are our controls here to tether our trailer here? Tailgate. Pickup tailgate, cargo doors, trailer jack. Okay. Neat. Did I play footy? I didn't. No, I understand that the Australians are obsessed with, well, what they call footy and the rest of the world calls rugby. And I did get to see a lot of advertisements for like Origin State and things like that, where it was like who was the best in rugby locally within the country. I don't know anything about it, so I don't know which team is a good team. But I did see advertisements for it and things like that. Although I didn't get to watch any of the games or anything like that. Fog lights. Let's take a look at our trailers for BeamNG. Press L. I thought so. For whatever reason, I thought. There we go. Cool. So that's ready for us if we need. I think this one will, yeah, there we go. Cool. Awesome. We'll throw this guy in park. Throw our parking brake on. We've got our ambulance. We'll get this started up. It's running if we need it. We'll throw it in park as well. And we'll pop back to our car. Bring our music down just a bit here. Excuse me. Go for the Crows. I did see a team that was called the Sharks or something like that. I already messed this up. We're about to do the hardest entry in the game. Oh, that was the best first try. That was amazing. I hope you're watching that because that was really cool. We're messing up now, but I'm like flabbergasted that we were able to do that first try. Oh, computer lag. Oh, the worst. No, no, no. Pull away from the boulder there. We haven't even needed to use our ambulance yet or our pickup truck. Normally I can slide that in one smooth go, but I fidgeted it up. Oh, I blew a tire. Oh no. Well, we'll see how long it can go. I caught a rock and blew a tire. It's my front tire too, which is bad. In one of the earlier parts of the stream, I did blow a rear tire, which was a little bit easier to drift with. We'll see what we can do about this. The turning to the right is very difficult right now. But we're still going really fast right now. Ah, but Ah! It's really pulling my car to the left here, which is not good for us. Ugh. Okay, we'll pull over in this safe area down here. And we'll get the truck to bring us back to the start. And we'll try again. There we go. Here's a safe place to leave our car. Awesome. We'll leave our car parked here for now. And we'll go get our pickup truck. We'll go see if we can rescue our car. It's going to be a long mission to go back, get that car. But we'll get it. Tilt back flat, semi-flat? Oh, I'll have to try that next. Welcome, Corey. You missed the greatest high-speed entry. One of my favorites to do is on this track. Hope the trailer has brakes because we're going downhill here. We got the ambulance ready just in case. Welcome, Gregor. We're doing Quinn versus BeamNG today. You'll see we just entered a little bridge here. Earlier in the stream, I came fully sideways through this at max speed. I don't have a tow truck mod, so we're going to do Dad to the Rescue mod. This is, or the my uncle has a trailer mod, which is usually how most teenagers get out of their problems when learning to drift. Oh, see you later, the 2020 burger. Awesome. What PC setup do I have? Oh, I gotta like. So we just saw texting and driving. I just have a computer that turns on when I press the button. I have no idea. It is not the world's fastest computer. It is not the world's slowest computer, but it is a computer that I can afford. It's very much like Nelson laughing at the gentleman in the Beetle. This is the largest automobile I could afford at the time. I noticed our music died, and I can't change the radio station in this truck. I feel that BeamNG is missing a sense of realism by not having functional radios in the vehicles. And I would really like to change the station here. But I can't, and it's their fault, not mine. We're most of the way to where we go pick up our little car here that's got a flat tire. I'll have to tow it back to the start. And then we'll try again. Sadly, the game will not let me just change the tire. But I would really like that at this moment. Especially if I carried it with me. I would find some sort of great reward in pulling out the spare out of the trunk of the vehicle and being able to put that on. I'm looking for the realism of my summer car with the physics of BeamNG. And hopefully someday the two will amalgamate with automation, and then I can design cars from scratch, drive them, repair them on the side of the road, and have wonderful automotive adventures that basically negate my need for a real car entirely. And although BeamNG has functioning fuel gauges, they don't have any functioning gas stations. My summer car, I have played it. Yeah, I don't currently have it on this account on Steam, but I have played it. It is very entertaining and difficult. And I like their focus on the tediousness of living. The one thing that's missing from the game is forcing you to press like a button to breathe all the time. I feel that's the only thing that's missing from the game. Because otherwise the game is ridiculously tedious. Like needlessly so. Like having to change having to change out different wrenches. Oh, it's so annoying. And like if you don't tighten the bolt quite enough, and oh, I love it. It's so nerdy and trashy. You know what? I gotta pull over and I've got to deal with this music situation like right away. This is just bad. There we go. Dude, he's pretty good at converting time. Okay, cool. The rage caused it. That's fair. Oh, getting text messages. Since I'm responsible driver, I will not look at my phone while I'm operating a vehicle. Okay, we're going to go pick up our car here. We're going to drive the trailer to make sure the trailer clears the grass there. Going to head into our parking lot here. And I really didn't park in a great spot for me to turn around easily. So that wasn't very considerate of me, but that's okay. We should have enough room here to turn around without having to do too much work. Cool, and since nobody's going to be here for now, I mean, it's pretty rude of me to like block the exit, but I will. I think it's very realistic. Having driven a lot of cars, it is very accurate to real life that if you were to hit a bush at that speed, you would actually damage your vehicle. So I support the bush. Okay. We've got that flat left front tire. We should fit on the trailer. Okay. Gonna take a bit of more run. What did I do to this Lada? This is the SpeedHero Miramar, thanks. It is stuck on the front wheel. Official shout out to Corey, who is one of the developers for the game here. You got to fix those sticky wheels. They stick to everything. Son of an ass. Such sticky wheels. They stick to everything. We're having a bad time. Our sticky wheel problem. Our steering is entirely broken now. There's no winch on the trailer. Might have to send for another vehicle. My car's rally height. Okay. My tie rod's very broken now. Okay, we're going to give it a little bit of assistance here because, you know, things. We're going to pretend I have a winch. We're also going to pretend that the front wheels aren't sticking to the gate. Okay. This is bad. Everything's sticky. Okay, we'll put the parking brake on and hope for the best. Okay. Yeah, things didn't go as quite as planned. We'll get the car back, hopefully in one piece, and then we'll maybe try a different towing solution in the future. Yeah, it's stuck to it. So now, one thing for those of you who do not ever drive with a trailer is you really want to steer the trailer, not the truck. Obviously, we don't want the truck to fall off the cliff here, but I want the trailer to clear stuff too. So it's best to go a little bit wider around stuff. You'll see transport truck drivers do it too. It's called, when you learn to drive transport truck, they actually have part of the course is called driving the trailer. Actually, a huge part of the course is called driving the trailer. And so you want to consider where the trailer is going to be, not where the cab of the truck is going to be. So that makes sure it clears stuff. In most cases, the trailer is worth more than the cab anyways, so not the actual trailer itself. What's funny is an empty transport truck trailer is worth like $10,000. Like they're worth almost nothing. But when you fill them with $2 million of goods, they're worth way more than the cab is. So you want to try to protect the goods. You literally want to get whatever is on the back of the truck through all the drinking and driving idiots out there and the people who are texting and driving from point A to point B. It is your job. I think when I have a little bit more money, we'll buy Euro Truck Simulator. I don't have the $6 right now. Hey Bean, welcome. It was a bit of a surprise stream tonight. I was really angry at the world and feeling lots of emotion, so I decided I'm going to play some video games. I'm going to be pretty violent with some cars. And so, yeah, we've just been violent with cars for about 2 hours. I like that. I like the idea that your lust for communism, it would overcome your interest in being a good driver. It really feels like a Boney M song I haven't heard yet. If anybody gets that reference, let me know. You don't get it? Boney M is the band that I only know the Rasputin song. Sorry. We'll get our car back to the start area there. We'll do some repairs on this thing, and we'll try for another run. If you missed it at the start of the first run, the hardest entry in the whole game I nailed on the first try, which means I will definitely not get it on the second try. Night Flight to Venus? I know that song. It's a great song. I didn't realize that was Boney M. Well, I'm learning new things on the stream. Yeah, I'll never be able to repeat uh, that entry again, but we'll try. Night Flight to Venus, we can do that. We'll pull over here. Let's get the signal on. Get that left turn signal on. Park our truck on the side here. We'll put on I forget how to put on the hazards. That button. There we go. We'll throw it in park. Okay, let's get some Night Flight to Venus. You know what? This is a 13-minute version. I'm excited by this. Such a great song. This is a service road that we're driving on. Night Flight to Venus. Let me know if you can hear the song. I'm actually going to bring it up a bit here. There we go. This is so good. We got our signal is on still. They landed a shuttle on Mars today? That's amazing. I just hope it's as chocolatey as the candy bar predicts. Fly to Venus. There you go. Hopefully you can still hear me talking. I've got it fully cranked for you. Yeah, the game is really... As long as you can still hear me. The game itself is pretty quiet. It's hard to get OBS just right because I can't hear it from your end. I don't think you need to hear me towing the truck and dragging the tailgate the whole time. You can see the sparks coming off it. Such a good tune. Actually, I have a bit of a surprise once we get the car back. Before we even do a repair on it. We will lose the tailgate here. We're going to have a conflict because this is about... We have to drive the trailer through this, and yeah. As a professional driver, we can make the double width vehicle make it through the single width lane. Yeah, it's a service road. So it's a back road to get us up to the tourist center, which is on the primary road. The tailgate is similar to exhaust. Yeah, just dragging on the road everywhere you go. Yeah, this is the guardrail. This is for the tourists who venture a little bit too far past the tourist center up here on the left. You'll see that this is the end of the main road, which, yeah, has a bit more logic to it, but this is definitely the start of the service road. The guardrail could be a hint to an expansion in the future. Okay. Get turned around in our tourist center here. Let's see if we can wiggle the car off here. There we go. Accurate removal of tailgate. Skids in the parking lot? Okay. We did the skids. Let's see if we can get the axle hop going on here. Somebody's been playing around with the leaf springs. They don't hop as much anymore. Oh, the torque. Check out the torque in this bad boy. Oh, yeah. America. Do I play with the steering wheel? We're just using a really, really crazy controller here. Is this game better with a wheel? Oh, way better. Scurf! There we go. Night flight to Venus. Bunch of randos around my part of eastern Washington. That'd be great. Just getting in a controlled manner. There's lots of good roads. Whether or not you should be skidding there is, Hey, let's do a little bit of a quick intermission here because there's a thing that happened. I said there was going to be a bit of a surprise when we get up to here. Let's see if I can make this surprise work. Might take some scraping and banging here. That was a close one, ladies and gentlemen. Such a ridiculous song. Well, maybe I won't be able to show you a secret here, or a surprise. Figured these would release a lot easier than they are, but they are not. Okay, well, we'll leave this to cool down for a second. Oh, such a good... This is the starting of Rasputin. Give this a bit of a... If you want to know what's going on here, we got a couple wheels. We printed them in our off time here. They are a more modernized version of our RC wheel. Kind of see them happening there. Oh, that's neat with the glass. I can make things float. Look at that. Magic. Neat. Anyways, we'll let those guys cool down a bit. And hopefully when they cool, they'll be able to pop off the glass there. Let's get back into some automotive racing here. Cool. So the first thing we're going to do is maybe change our towing situation. Now I'm told there's a new tow vehicle in here. Let's take a look. Okay. We've got our flat deck, which doesn't do the flat deck things. That's stupid. But apparently, if we dive into the transport trucks, we've got a hauler. Nihongo ga wakarimasu ka? Wakarimasen. Awesome. Look at this fancy piece of machinery. Can only assume our Control G. Whoa, discharge chute. No, no. Where's that? Okay. Control page up. Control page down. Okay. Page up. You know what? I've operated one of these in real life, which is amazing. Neat. Look at that magic. That's it. That's really dope. Okay. Cool. Now look at that. Bag back up. Sick. Look at that magic. Awesome. Well, let's pop back into our automobile here. Okay, we're stuck on the grate again. Cool. Sticky things. Sticky garbage. There we go. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this line again here. Okay, we're gonna try the hardest entry in all of BeamNG. Not bad. Could have been better. See if we can get through a full run this time without losing a tire. Nope, we're already frigged. We'll make it a soft. Like, uncounter steering. We can actually even do weirder things with the car. It's a song about me. They're going to make sure not to make the same mistakes. There's a car down to our left down there. So we've got to get our careful movement down there. I know what story is happening in the chat right now. That's a nightmare. Okay. Gotta find a way down there. I'll be able to get back in. Is it possible for us to reach there? Okay, doesn't look like it's possible. All right, we'll put this in park, and we'll have to open the doors on the back. There we go, and they'll have to deal with that down there. There's really no other way around to over there that I can see. That's bad news. Okay, so we got to grab our other vehicle. I have missed what's happening in the chat. It's exploded here. Okay. What is happening in this? Okay, we got to get some music going on here. Oh, it's Nightmare. Okay. I have applied for Twitch affiliate. I'm waiting for it to clear here. Okay. While Corey argues with foreigners about foods, American foods, we're going to take our truck down and go see if we can rescue. This would be a great time for Corey to chime in on whether the winch on the back of this works or not, because we're going to need it to. And if it doesn't, I need a good reason why it doesn't. Oh, we've already overrevved the motor. Okay. Cool. We've damaged our engine. That's awesome. I was not paying attention to the... No winch. Okay. This is gonna go poorly then. We have way too many people watching the stream. I also can't tell the our motor here what's going on with it, so I'm just trying to watch the gauge. Doing a lot of shifting, but that's expected. The only reason Las Vegas cuisine is so good is because it's $70 to fly there from no matter which city you are in the world. So you fly in there, then you get the free buffet at the casino, and then you ignore the fact that there's gambling available. That's the secret. Just ignore the gambling and you'll win, but nobody can ignore the gambling. So the casino always wins. The house always wins. Cheap flights, cheap food, cheap hotel, very expensive games to play. It's just a big carnival. It's just like a fancy permanently located desert carnival. Oh yeah, there's a big fight about Las Vegas and American food. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Oh god. Texting and driving's the worst. Oh, so many things have happened. We've changed tracks. We've crashed multiple times. We're going to try to rescue our car with this two-wheel drive transport truck that does have happen to have a locking differential, so that's good. Whoever came out with the graphic for the differential is very smart, But also it's a graphic that only people who understand how differentials work understand that graphic. So there's that too. You'd have to, you could understand, sorry, you could understand what differentials do, but you need to know how they work to understand that graphic. So we're cruising along. We're gonna go rescue our race car. Where's Evan J when you need him? This is an Evan J simulator right now. See how fast this thing can stop. ABS just screaming. Turning radius, not bad. You can see the ambulance down there. Alright, see you later, 2020 Burger. Ooh, that chat's popping off. Yeah! You guys are crazy. Okay, we've got to see if we can get this truck down in there to get that car out of there. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we're going to take a second here. I'll lock that differential. Go, we got that diff locked. Cool, so we're already stuck. Great. Okay, this got really expensive really fast. I did not plan my route well here. Yeah, there was some better routes. I feel we're stuck. And okay, we're going to have to give this guy some help here. Nope. Nope. Everything's caught on us here. We're going to have to do some fidgeting. Come on. Get over that. Get over that. Oh god, life's bad. Oh no. Okay. The deck is really long on this and catches on everything. I love the argument of applesauce on chicken. That's ridiculous. Okay, there's got to be a way for us to get down there, get the car, and get back out. Corey, what did you do to us? Okay, let's take a bit of a break here, just a moment. Just see if there's a better route for us. Poutine is amazing. If you are doubting the deliciousness of poutine, then you have not experienced poutine. Poutine is so good. Cheese curds on the French fries, the gravy. That's it. That's the whole complicated thing of it. Okay. Put that parking brake on. Well, no, you're missing the purpose of the gravy. The cheese is in curd form. It is squeaky. It's very delicious cheese, but to melt it, you use the hot gravy. So the fries are a holder. They're just there to hold it, and then the hot gravy melts the cheese onto the fries, and the fry happens to just be a utensil. It's just a utensil to carry the hot gravy and the cheese to your mouth. It's stringy, it's delicious, it's beautiful, it's warm, it's very rich in flavor. And so poutine is very good. You don't have to take my word for it, but I strongly feel it is really yummy. Poutine is French fries with cheese curds and then hot gravy on top. Now, you have to understand that there is like the real poutine, and then because poutine is so delicious in Canada and so common here, that they actually have fast food. No mozzarella. No, cheese curds. It's curds. It's only cheese curds. It is essentially a offshoot of when they make cheese. There's often curds on the top of it. Has to be curds. Well, enjoy. Have a good time at school. It's got to be curds, not mozzarella. No. If you want crappy poutine, there's no American name. It is a Canadian-only dish. There's the only place in the world you'll find it is in Canada. Yeah, Eric knows La Belle Patate. Yeah, but anyways, in Canada, it's so popular here. You can get poutine at McDonald's. They sell it at Burger King, everywhere. They even have like a really crappy, like not quite a Taco Bell version of it, but there's sort of a Taco Bell version of it. All of them are really bad comparatively to real poutine, which is like very thick cut fries with real cheese curds on it, and then a true gravy. Yeah, Tim Hortons does have a poutine. It's not very good either. Okay, we're gonna... Let's see here. Okay. Oh, it's so good. Okay. How do I tilt this again? No, I want to tilt it. I won't go up anymore. Okay. That's it, huh? Okay. This thing run anymore? It won't even start. Okay. I have to do some fiddling around here. Oh man. Really having a trouble getting this thing on here. There we go. You can walk all the way to Canada. That's your choice. Oh, yeah, we want to tab back into our truck here. Now, country fried steaks is not a thing in Canada. Are they yummy? Yep, I've had them, but they're not a thing here. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this pit. We're kind of screwed in this pit. All right, we want to control G, get that bag up. No, we want a G, get the bag up. G, 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 G. When I was in Japan, they had a lot of what they called Hamburg. It's not hamburger, it's Hamburg. It is a hamburger, but they feel that they can serve it like a steak if they don't put it in a bun, and they call it Hamburg. They feel that's a socially acceptable way to present you food. This sucks. We don't have the right tools to get this car out of here. Okay, I've quit. I give up on this nerdy trash here. Okay, let's do some other stuff. Awesome. We want Jungle Island, but I think Jungle Island's been removed, hasn't it? The goal was to rescue our car in a realistic way, and we were unable to, so I think we're gonna move on from that. What happened to Jungle Island? Where is it? I ain't got no Jungle Island. Where's my Jungle Island? Somebody, I need a report. Somebody get back to me. Where? Where is it? I don't see it anywhere. Am I? Oh, I'm retarded. I am the retard. Okay. So if I crash off the side this time, I know not to waste my time. Oh, also we have to listen to the best song ever in the history of always. It's really important. this song. Oh, let me find it. Are you guys? I'm gonna pause this. Are you guys ready for the best song ever? I mean, this is pretty important. If I ever have my own part in a like video, I want this to be my song. Beef! Okay, we'll put the radio back on. That's the best rap song ever in the history of always. Moses? What's a Moses? I don't know the context of the message I just read, but I'm glad Gregor is naked. Like, I'm happy about it. There's not a request or a requirement to see nudes, but make sure to document the moment. Never lift. Stupid game. Ugh. My computer lags at the worst times. If you've got better computers, send them my way. I love this detail. The landslides, so good. Look at all the trees we packed into the map. Look at them. Look at all our trees. Don't worry. The island has bus stops on it, which I've never played that mode in this game, is the bus stop mode. I think we'll have to try that out at some point, just because it looks stupid. Oh, I fidged it. Oh, no. I am a bus stop. Speaking of one, there's a bus stop there. They seem so out of place on this map. Big shout out to the BeamNG team who have improved their sounds of the game and their dust and visuals. When I dip a wheel off the track now, it really feels like I actually dipped a wheel off the track. Based on the feeling of traction, the amount it might pull the car a little bit, the puff of whatever type of material I've dipped my wheel into, and the new sounds of like rocks and things going up underneath my car. Or like dipping my nose into the foliage. Ooh, we literally skirted at the time of the music match, the skirt there. Ah, stay on the gas. No. Okay. Oof. Would it be feasible to drift a bus? Let's answer that question. Let's answer that question right now. Okay, let's do this. Wait, there's a full travel trailer? I totally forgot about that. We clearly want this. No, we want the regular. So let's see if we can get this bus sideways. I strongly doubt that there will be much oversteer in this bus. But I believe with maybe enough speed we could get oversteer out of it. I don't know what the top speed is, but I feel like the traction is greater than the amount of power it has. Also, I don't feel like the gearing is probably very helpful for our high speed run. The buses aren't really designed to go much faster than highway speed. Okay, we're up to about 92 kilometers an hour. Let's see if we can get this thing sideways. It will not. It's struggling. You know what? We gotta lock that differential. What are we doing? Yeah, you and I were thinking of the same thing right there. What about burnout potential? Yeah, the back just won't let go. No good. Okay. Ready? Because I'm ready. Oof. The lesson is hit the bus more in the center, not in the drivetrain. There's that big engine hanging off the back of there. Cranch. Mom, I got supposed to get to school on time. How am I supposed to? That's the real question. Okay, I think it might be bedtime in a couple minutes here, but let's play around with some cranches. Drive the big rig with cargo trailer, top speed, no damage on the. We'll come to that in the future. We'll come to that in the future. We need to wind down. We need to wind down. It's bedtime very soon. Let's check in on our. Let's do a check-in on our guys. Oh my god. So, school glue. Whoa, rude. School glue plus glass and plastic equals permanently adhered, it seems. Oh my god. Yeah, just use the thing and then you'll be good. Okay, now. There we go. Awesome. Let's take a look here. Game's taking forever to load. What's the deal with load times? There we go. It's loaded. So let's take a look at our guys here. Got our 4. Got our new fresh boys here. We're going to have to do a little bit of cleanup on these guys, but that's for another time. We got our wheels all did and done. You can see our details there for our centers. I'll have to do a little bit of cleanup, and we'll take them out for testing, and we'll see how they go. Sweet. I feel like I won't shout anything random. I'll do what I want. I'm an adult. I can choose what to do I want. Cool. So we're gonna see how good Grandma's car crashes here. Now we do want the base model, probably SE, auto, and I think it's how to slow this down. How do we do that again? I think we control Alt? It's Alt. Okay. Look, there's swearing in the stream here. I think this is very good for being a young person on the internet. No one's. Okay, we're gonna get this. We're gonna slow this down. Here comes our collision. Wow. That person died. Zero to 5. Yeah, the passenger died here. Or they, yeah, they could. Let's do this. We'll try this again. Try to get a bit more square on. I know that's not what the test is about. Car wanders around a little bit. Maybe has some toe issues. Are you ready for this? Because I am totally ready for this. We'll even go real slow this time. There we go. As we kill all the occupants in the automobile. Woo! They died. Yeah, you can see that the dashboard, their legs aren't pinched. You know what? We're doing this. We're going about this all wrong. What am I thinking? There is in here somewhere a special. Where is that mod disconnected here? Additional modification. There we go. Passengers. We've got our driver there. We obviously want our front right dummy as well. Awesome. We'll give this a go. Are you annoying? No, not at all. Sorry. I missed that question. Nope. All is well. Don't panic. Just enjoy your time. Breathe and relax and enjoy. Feel the big wide world around you. It's a big world. Alright, I want to watch maybe from this position here. This time, here we go. We're doing 105 kilometers an hour into a barrier. We have our occupants who are very stoic and almost like those giant heads from the island. They seem indifferent to their pending doom as the car deforms and then throws them into the windshield here. That's a broken neck for all the occupants. The lesson here is to wear your seatbelt, as you will perish in your major collision. My favorite is that the rearview mirror did come through the windshield. Our car is still off the ground as the weight is transferred into the front. These guys are having a really bad time. at their collision. It's really their fault. They drove towards a wall. I will say that any requests for me to say something specific, I probably won't do, because I'm doing this stream for me, not for anybody else. So these are our guys. We've done a crash. Let's change up our automobile here. Let's put them in a modern SUV. Obviously, they'll be much better off in their SUV. They've got that V8 four-wheel drive XT. We can do the Honda Civic next. I'm down. I'm totally down for that. Okay, let's put some passengers in this. That's pretty important for us. I know, I'm very excited. Well, SUVs have less requirements. That's why all cars are going away. There's not going to be cars in the future. It's going to be SUVs all the time. There's a weird lighting glitch going on in here. And I'm not against it. I'm just not for it either. Okay. We can do the Pigeon. Well, we'll do the Civic and then we'll do the Pigeon. Oh! Okay, let's try that again. Apparently I'm unable to drive in a straight line. I don't know why the cars are wandering so much down this hallway, but they do. I was totally reading the chat there. It isn't. I can agree. It's not a modern SUV. But, I mean, everybody knows that SUVs are the safest because they're the biggest available. And size equals safety. Duh. What nobody knows is that minivans are the fastest cars on the street. And you shouldn't be wasting your time driving anything else but a minivan. Because most of them have like anywhere from 220 horse to like 350 horsepower. Again, our roof fails. I feel that the BeamNG team has made this accurate for a mid-90s SUV. Nice thing is some of the energy is trying to dissipate to roll the vehicle over. it's trying to flip over the... Well, the tailgate's trying to fold the wrong way. Oh, those sidestep rails. Oh yeah, it's super fun to slow this down and see it all happen in slow-mo. To peek in and see how damaged their arms and stuff are. Let's take a look here. So that guy fully submarined. If you don't know what submarining is, it's when the passenger starts to go under the dash. So he submarined down into the seat, which would immediately crack your back at your hips. You'd break your back there and become that's paraplegic sort of. The driver has clearly broken their legs and their arm. It's actually they've lost their hand entirely. The hand has been removed. And it looks like the right leg was broken, but the rest of them survived. So, not sure how to interpret that. We said we'd do the Civic next, then we'd do the Pigeon. You're actually going to be surprised by the Pigeon. Just to commemorate my job and what I do for a living, we'll use the driving school version. You'll be quite surprised with the Pigeon and how well it survives the crash test. It's my guess. Okay, so we got my student in the car. And then we'll put me in there. There we go. Make sure I am a dummy. I am a dummy for getting in the car with novice drivers. Cool. go. We're going to focus on the instructor here in the passenger seat. You can see the poor hand structure of the learner driver as they inevitably crash due to their incompetence at operating an automobile. We're going to find whether or not they're going to survive this crash. It's a direct square hit. Both occupants try to exit the vehicle here with their heads against the windshield. The passenger has suffered, again, a very severe lower back injury. The driver has experienced a sudden chest impact from the steering wheel. We'll speed it up just a little bit here. Jacqueline's off to bed. Good night, sleep well, as these people perish in their collision. Okay, we're going to do the pigeon, and then it's bedtime for Quinn. All right, here's our pigeon. We'll get the 600M, so we hit it even harder at a higher speed. Night Bean, sleep well. Cool. Let's do this. Throw some passengers in here. Looks like there's only room for a driver. It won't put passengers in for us. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll give it a little bit of sports here. The 600 is a quick guy. Sadly, I can't put anybody in the pigeon. This particular car doesn't allow us to add any passengers. But here comes our final collision of the evening as we dive into the strength of our three-wheeled Reliant Robin throwback, the pigeon. See, our weight balance is severely off here as our plastic-bodied car, and with a ladder frame, enters into the barrier. And the cabin actually survives not too bad. It's still struggling, but comparatively, the cabin has actually survived better than some of the other vehicles. Mostly because it had more room to absorb collisions. The motor has moved its way into the cabin a little bit, but for the most part stayed on its side. These passengers would receive probably very severe leg injuries still, though. So it just goes to show you energy absorbing materials is probably the best. Cool. Well, that's the stream for the night. Good night, and I'll see you guys another time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Good night.